Welcome to episode 3. This will be the start of the Flinders Ranges. We've been planning on heading into the Flinders Ranges for a while now, but it's come around a bit earlier than we expected because of the closure of Victoria. Well, they went into COVID lockdown, and we were in a position about to push into the high country, but the lockdown stopped that, so we had to come up with a different plan, and into South Australia and the Flinders Ranges it is. And we might revisit Victoria a bit later on in the program, but we'll see. So here at the back of the Craddock Hotel in Craddock, and it's about 60 k's away from the start of the Flinders. Episode 2 went up online yesterday, and between that ending, which ended in Mount Kosciusko, to where we are now, is we crossed through the Hay Plains and into Wagga Wagga, then on to Mildura and Renmark. So we didn't stop anywhere in Victoria through Mildura. We just travelled through there, had border passes and approval and everything, and we just punched straight into South Australia. So we were trialling a new microphone, and all that footage from Mount Kosciusko to where we are now wasn't quite right, and I didn't really like it. And there's nothing worse than watching YouTube content where the audio is crap. So all that footage is pretty much unusable apart from the imagery. So here is a little bit of Mount Kosciusko to where we are today, right across the Hay Plains, Wagga Wagga and Renmark. Enjoy. Craddock Hotel, Craddock, South Australia. Really cool place. Quite a large session here yesterday, so A little bit slow this morning, a little bit dusty, free camping out the back, but that free camping was offset by the thousands of schooners that went downrange and wine. So, but awesome little pub literally in the middle of nowhere. It is the only thing in Craddock. So cool atmosphere, really cool vibe. Big crowd in last night because it only opened up 2 days ago for the start of the tourist season. So really cool. Pub there, bed there. Easy peasy. Windmill
Spotted.
And we're off to the Flinders Ranges.
Looking forward to it. Looking forward to it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's always been on the to-do list, hasn't it?
Yes. So we've we've driven through them before, or around them really, as we've come out of NT, South Australia scene, heading down. We've decided that it's worth investing coming up, exploring them for a little while, and we're getting some amazing landscape and amazing sunsets, spotting lots of windmills, and getting a chance to see something different, which is the whole reason we're out and about, really. Can't keep going back to the same things.
Yeah, so we're looking forward to exploring around the Flinders for, I don't know, about a week or so, however long it takes. Righto, we've arrived at Rawnsley Park Station. First station stay in the Flinders. Pretty good outlook. So we're finished setting up here at Rawnsley Park Station. Just had some lunch. And we're going to go out for a bit of an explore. Look at a couple of tracks on the property. Let's go and see what we can see around Rawnsley Park Station. Check this out. Literally 2 minutes from our campsite.
Yep. Look, there's a willy willy.
Is there? Looking straight up.
Just walking around a little bit further, there's another information sign. So we'll check out what that is. To give us a bit of an idea, it's a bit later it's after lunch here today, so it's probably a bit late to do some of the longer walks. We'll probably do a couple of the shorter walks tomorrow early. Might do one of the ones this afternoon. It's only 45 minutes or something around sunset, but Letitia's pretty keen to go to the pool. We're now at Station Hill Lookout, looking at Chase Range. So that's Chase Range.
Look at this amazing view. So, in the car we were looking at all the trees that were around, and we had a map which we were seeing to we tick off or something. And so if you look here, all those trees are called the cypress pine. So, and there's a lot of them, and you can see that mountain there is covered with all of them. So, it's Pugilus Hill we're at right now. So, pretty amazing view. But these are all hills compared to Mount Kosciusko.
Okay, so yeah, we're at this lookout, which gives you like a full 360 of all the ranges around the station, which is pretty cool. So yeah, pretty impressive. You can see the colours of the reds. We've moved away, sun's in the background, they actually look quite green. Some of them are covered in those cypress pines that Letitia was telling you about, others aren't. We've spotted some, or she spotted a kangaroo, some sheep, and we're on the lookout to see if we can find anything else. But it's pretty impressive up here. It's only take us like 10 minutes to get here from Rawnsley Station, which is pretty good.
Good morning from Rawnsley Park Station still. And we're out for a bit of a walk this morning. Out to there's a heap of walks you can do here, all sorts of distances. So we're just going out to one of the lookouts and have a checkers of what that has to offer. See what the view is like from around the area.
I need to find out which part.
Letitia's navigating today.
So. Yep.
Going the right way, sweetheart?
Alison Saddle's down there.
Yeah, so we're going to go.
We gotta go up if you want.
Good job, mate. Righto. We'll see how the walk goes. So that is the walk done. We're doing the Arkapena 4wd drive track, which is on the part of the station's property. So you've got to pay a fee to go around the track. Pretty exy, to be honest. $50 to do the track.
Oh, right.
So there's two parts to it. There's the Arkapena all-wheel drive track, which is just a dirt road, and the Arkapena 4-wheel drive track, which is a bit shorter and on the end of the all-wheel drive track, so we're just going to do that bit. Now we're up for some four-wheeling, so can't wait. up here at the Prelin lookout on the Arkapena 4wd drive track. So that's not a bad view from up here, eh? So we're just going to perch up here for a bit, have some lunch, and take in the view. Bloody beautiful.
So, here we are at the lookout that you already know, and I can't tell you that because I have forgotten. So, obviously you saw us go up those humongous hills, and it was very frightening and scary for me because I'm not a person that really likes going up steep hills. And then we stopped halfway up a hill, and my dad decided to get out and hop on the roof rack to put the GoPro up there for some footage, which I found which was very scary.
Lunchtime. Pretty happy with our little setup here. We got some snags on the go. Sucking some power though. Look, I don't know if you can see that, but she's drawing 80 amps. That's just to run the induction cooker to cook a few snags. So
I reckon the snags are done.
Super happy with our little setup, eh?
Yeah. Lunch with a view.
Oh, very much lunch with a view. Another good purpose for the Navigator footrest mini table.
Yep.
It's got heaps of uses. Very handy.
I bet you're boiling in this thing.
Probably. Righto. That's lunch done. We're packed up, loaded up, and we're going to continue on with this track. Alright, good morning. So we were just sitting around last night, still here at Rawnsley Park Station, and we realised that it's our 1 month anniversary since leaving Sydney. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I have to excuse the hair. This is the longest I've had my hair in 24 years, so the only way to manage it is by doing this. So, what do you think? 1 month on the road.
Yeah, it's gone past pretty quick, really.
Oh, it's gone ridiculously fast. There's no way a working month would ever go this fast, which
No.
is really frustrating.
Yeah.
So we'll show you what we've done in a month. So we've covered a fair bit of distance. I don't know how many Ks that is for a month on the road.
I'll have to have a look. I've got the start number. I've got today's number.
It'll be about, well, it'll be close to 5,000 Ks, I reckon.
Yeah. Well, we've done the no, it might be about that because you did the tyres.
Yeah, rotated the tyres at 5,000.
Yeah.
Letitia's in the background doing her school work, so we're just waiting on her to finish up that for today, and then we're going to get on the road and head up to our next stop, which is Wilpena Pound Station. Head up there for however long,
Yeah.
and then decide where to go from there. Oh, good morning. Haven't really shown you our campsite here at Wilpena Pound Camping Resort. So this is us. Nice site. The best thing about it though, and the reason we stayed, is we can fill our tanks. So we can, it's natural spring water here, so perfectly fine to drink. At Rawnsley Park Station it was bore water, so we didn't really want to put that in the tanks and have bore water mixed in with all our fresh water. So we're just doing that, finishing off some schoolwork, and we're going to pack up and head off and explore a few more places around here. Check out a couple of gorges, Great Wall of China, and camp at a free camp in Blinman. So we're just gonna free camp for the rest of the time in the Flinders, hence why we're pulled in here, fill up all our tanks, and take advantage of the power and get some washing done and hit the road. Poor old Letitia's bike's copping a flogging all these dusty tracks. It's filthy. Trying to protect it with a few garbage bags over the seat and handlebars and gears and cabling and whatnot, just so protect it a bit, but not much you can do really. Dust will get in everywhere. Righto, we're just on the track out to Brachina Gorge. I think that's, oh no, Bunyeroo Gorge and then Brachina Gorge. So gravel roads, about 30 kilometres, so we're just knocking some air out of the tyres. And Rhonda's loving her new tyre deflator. She doesn't have to find a stick anymore.
I know. Check it out, Camp Boss.
There you go.
No stick.
Pretty awesome. Just set the pressure that you want, screw it on, pull the thing, and it does it itself. Lets the air pressures down to whatever pressure that you want. Way more quick than a valve removing
Still
method.
punching above a woman's duties though.
Yeah, she's emptying the toilet, she's deflating tyres. She's getting into it. So easy. What pressures you going down to?
30 psi, just to make that ride smoother.
Back lookout. Totally forgot about this in the Flinders and saw it on all the pictures. A really good place to have a sunset, they reckon. But check the view out. Pretty cool. Some pretty amazing scenery here in the Flinders. And still trucking along on this track. Car and caravan are going really well. Bit blowy. And we're driving through Bunyeroo Gorge, aren't we?
Yep.
So we'll show you what that looks like. Not sure if you're supposed to be towing down here, but there was no signs saying, what have they been saying? Impassable if towing.
Yeah.
But it's pretty rocky to be towing.
Okay, so I've just come up and done some recon around the corner just to make sure that none of these spots have over low-hanging trees or anything that's too difficult for the van to come through. So so far it's looking alright. Just some rocky terrain, which is perfectly fine. It's been graded recently, but they did have some big floods last month, so the road's actually closed for two-wheel drive, but open up for four-wheel drive. So far it hasn't been too bad. Some big washouts we've seen, marked though, so it's not too bad. But yeah, really nice around here.
Told off, in trouble.
No. But he had a truck taller, wider than our van, and he was going through and saying we can't go through.
Yeah, there was no sign saying that it's not suitable, impassable for towing. So we're just dragging the caravan through to the gorge, and yeah, we got in trouble, didn't we?
Cautioned, I think is a word you would use.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
there's no one working today. We haven't been told off, and he said the next gorge is perfectly fine.
Next gorge, yeah. So we'll just keep cracking on, and
It's more than halfway through now.
yeah, we're committed.
And there's a way to get out.
Yeah. Righto, let's keep cracking on. that was a tame one. Have a look at this gorgy bit that we've come into, and we've got to negotiate another car.
With a van.
With the caravan.
So we're stuck on an angle right now, and the car's... Oh, he's reversing for us. Car's reversing now, so... That is the angle we're at. Wait, stop for a bit.
Stick it.
Come through now.
Going to...
Yeah, just go.
Keep going, I'll catch the car so that they can...
How's this going to work? Naughty? Did you just say good job to Naughty?
Good spot. Yeah.
Alright, I'll make it up there.
Oh, we are through. And now we have to figure out this whole car thing. Give them a big thank you!
Thank you. Welcome to Brachina Gorge, 570 to 580 million years old. Not too difficult getting in if you're just in a four-wheel drive, but with the caravan on, that was a little bit tricky in some sections, but it's all fine, to be honest. A couple of sections that we needed. I needed Rhonda to get out and spot just to make sure we had the clearance on some of the departure angles. Didn't want to wipe out the arse end of the caravan, but everything's held up really well. Car's going really well, caravan. So we're just stopping here and have a bit of lunch. So this is us for lunch before we go and explore this gorge, which I think you just drive through again. Amazing, really. Really cool. Far out, what a day. We've ended up doing about 100 k's on gravel roads through 3 gorges and buggered. We've just pulled up at the Blinman hotel, so we're going to have a well-earned drink and decide where we're going to stay tonight. So I'm tipping the combination is filthy, no dust. Hopefully there's no dust inside, but all will be revealed. How was that day?
Well, horrible. 1, my back is killing me. 2, I'm already sick of this seat. because it's just not comfortable.
Go and sit in your back seat, mate.
And 3, I'm just over this, and my bike is like filthy.
Let's come and have a look at your bike.
Go and have a look.
Fine.
Been through some pretty bad dust today. So I'm tipping. It's filthy.
I showed Ellen, look at this. Oh,
Your gears, mate.
my gears. Oi,
The gears are supposed to be black.
oi, get a hose ready.
Don't tell me what to do, mate.
I'm just so glad my handlebars aren't going to be filthy.
Yeah, lucky we put those bags on, eh? Alright, it's beer time. Righto, good morning. We are here at the Blinman mine. About to go on the Blinman mine experience.
Cut me off on my historical notes that I
Yeah,
was
well, you're not the
explaining.
tour guide, mate. We'll wait for the professional, thanks.
Oh, well, that's right. Can only be
But we have the tour book.
Steven Spielberg's obviously in charge again.
That's right. So we'll show you all through the Blinman mine. Alright.
Oh yeah, so there's a deal. I have to answer a quiz, and if I get it wrong, I have to sleep in the mine and not sleep in my van. My parents get a night off. But I'm not
Good
making-
deal.
Just like when I worked in the Sydney tunnel last year.
Thomas?
Yep.
When they do the mining work, they don't dig down or across, but they're chipping up and out. And do you know what gravity does? What does gravity do? No, not flow.
Must come.
down.
Yeah. So as they're chipping away at the rock, it's falling down. Do you think that sounds safe? But that's what they do. So they're chipping away, the rock's falling down, and they're making those big spaces called stopes. S-T-O-P-E. Got that one? So we're seeing 2 stopes today. Thomas might help you, he's remembering them. We're seeing this one out here and another one underground. So have a look out there. That was all solid rock full of copper. They've worked from the tunnel over on the right. They've chipped all the way to the surface to take the copper out.
Right out here, isn't it?
What's the name of this town? Good job. You can
Well
take
done.
her home.
We get to keep her.
Good job.
I don't have to sleep on the ground. My bunk bed.
Don't think I was really going to let you sleep underground, do you?
Oh no, you can stay at the front.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that is the Blinman copper mine experience done. What did you think about that?
We're doing a handshake.
Yeah, right.
It was good.
Yeah, it was really good.
It was scary one bit when it was dark. When we were coming back, I was walking and I saw the lady and I thought she was someone else because I thought she was in front. No.
Credit to the township though, hey?
Yeah, the whole town of Blinman made the mine safe to be opened up for tourism,
Believe this.
and it's pretty much the only income that the town has now, apart from the pub, which we had a couple of skewies in last night, or yesterday.
Next afternoon, bakery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're going to go back down to the bakery, get some lunch. Yeah, really good explanation of the harsh conditions that they had to mine in back in 1860s when they first started mining here. Crazy. You want to be a miner, sweetheart?
Nope. Besides, they won't let
was back then. You can do it now.
Nah, I'm good.
You good?
Yep.
Right. Alright, yeah, so bit of lunch and off to the Great Wall of China. Righto. Well, welcome to the Great Wall of China in Australia. Check it out.
No, let me do that thing.
You gotta make sure you got the background.
Blah, blah, blah.
Well, that's the end of that episode. Thanks for watching. That's the Flinders Ranges all done. What was your favourite part, Sweater?
The Blinman mine tour.
The Blinman mine tour was pretty good.
It was very good.
Yeah. Yours, babe?
I liked the gorges. The gorges were good, and it was nice to be, I guess, amongst it. Vice, just looking at them.
Same with me. My favourite part was the Gorge drive. It's pretty special driving through something that's 580 million years old. So, hope you enjoyed that episode, and we'll catch you on the next one. Bloody dust.
Better give her one.
Nanya. Nah, it's a new type of food called Nanya. Because, yeah, mate. What did you just try?
The Nanya food, it's really good.
It's not bad, eh? Damn it, you found my stash of Nanya.